Shonda. Today we are joined outside of our studio with some great representation from the 4-H Club. We have Chandra and Tyler with NDSU Extension and a couple 4-Hers themselves with us, and we're going to talk about Burleigh County 4-H Achievement Days. So Chandra, my first question towards you is what this event is all about and what you think it does for the youth in our community.
Right. You know, we're here to actually showcase 4-H. 4-H is a youth organization that empowers youth to lead, and actually for a lifetime. There's a recent study done, and it indicates that actually kids are over two times more likely to go to college if they've participated. And we don't have a county fair, which we're working on here in Burleigh County, but we actually do still have 4-H Achievement Days. So we want to showcase the youth today for the next 3 days on what they have been doing for the whole last year.
So it takes a whole year for these kids to prepare for this type of event.
Yeah.
What types of things do kids learn throughout that year as they're, taking care of these animals?
Yeah.
What are the things that they learn?
Right. So I appreciate that you said animals. Animals is a huge part of 4-H, and they take care of their animals. They learn how to groom them. Even though we live in the city, I sent my son to a livestock showmanship clinic, and they got really cool gifts. They learned how to take care of goats and livestock, or pigs, I should say. This is kind of Tyler's area. And there's also, for those of you who don't do animals, a huge part of 4-H are projects such as STEM projects, art, and we'll see a couple of those today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So Tyler, my next question is for you. Excuse me, Chandra. So today, what are the events that we have going on for today?
So today is definitely one of the more busy days. So we're going to have small animals going to start off at 9. So if you're showing the 4-H kids, that is, if you're going to show rabbits, chickens, or any kind of pets, so dogs, cats, we've even had a lizard show up at Small Animal Day. So that starts at 9 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, we're going to have these kids come in and they're going to do their static projects, which that can range in anything from woodworking to welding to photography. I mean, it's a very wide area, and a lot of them are very much project based in the way of, they're making their stuff, and once it's finished kind of thing. They can always, make more and enhance their skills as they go along. And then, to kind of follow in throughout the week, those projects are going to be on display from 7 to 8 o'clock tonight, from 9 to 5 on Wednesday, and then on Thursday from 9 to 2 o'clock. So if you want to come in and check out all the cool stuff the kids have made from Static Day, it's going to be on full display.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you so much, Tyler. So I want to get over here. We have with us today, we have Kenzie and General. Kenzie, so here, I'm going to scoot to you. I know General might not be used to these city noises. So Kenzie, can you tell me a little bit about General here? What kind of animal is he, and how did he come to be yours?
So he is a Nubian goat, spotted Nubian goat, and I got this goat like probably a month ago, and then she felt bad because one of my goats didn't have a baby yet, so she gave me this one instead.
Oh my goodness. So you have had to take care of General for the last month and a half, you were telling me. Can you tell me some of the things that you've had to do to make sure that he is a happy and healthy goat?
Cuddle him and give him deworming spray, kind of.
And what are some of the fun things that you get to do with General?
Probably play with him.
Play with him. Oh my goodness. So do you have? Oh, there he is. Do you have any other animals that you get to take care of at your house?
Yeah, I have cattle, chickens, goats, and cats and dogs. So.
Oh my gosh. So you are a busy gal.
Yeah.
Goodness. So is there anything else that you want to tell us about General, or anything else that you've learned while you've been in 4-H? I know you brought a couple of other projects with you today.
Yeah. 4-H is probably the most funnest one to do for me, but that's just my opinion.
That's your opinion? Yeah. And can you tell me about some of the other projects you do? You don't just have to take care of General. You got other things going on, right?
You have to you do different fun projects like doing a shelf for woodwork, or just getting a picture and just doing that, or painting too.
Yeah, so you learn a lot of different skills, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, well, thank you so much for bringing General with us today. And I just want to quick introduce the other 4-Hers we have. Do you just want to quick go through and say your names and what your favorite thing about 4-H is?
My name is Jaxie, and my favorite thing at 4-H is, I don't know.
You don't know yet? We'll let you think on that. What about you, honey? What's your favorite? What's your name and favorite thing?
My name is Sia, and I like doing crafts.
And you like the crafting part of it. I think that would be my favorite part too. What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Pep, and my favorite is crafts.
Crafts too. Big crafting people over here.
My name is Jovi, and my favorite thing is working my sheep.
And really great. Do you guys are you showing any animals today, or any animals throughout the 4-H achievement days? Or are you guys all crafts?
We are showing sheeps.
You were showing sheeps. So multiple sheeps?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you know their names?
Yeah, Little Bo Peep, and then I only have one.
Oh, you only have one. Okay. So what's your favorite thing about Little Bo Peep? Is she soft? Yeah. Do you get to cuddle her ever?
No, she lives at my grandma's house.
Oh, she's at your grandma's. So do you think your grandma cuddles her? I hope so. That sounds nice and soft. Okay, so Tyler, sorry, one more question for you. We talked about the events today, but there's 2 other days of events. So can you tell us what people can expect and why they should keep coming back?
Sure. So up on the Missouri Valley Complex out southeastern side of town. We are going to have not only the static exhibits that I've talked about, but on Wednesday we're going to have the horse kids come out and display their abilities to run different patterns and different skills that their horse can do, not only in the English side of things where, you know, they've got to dress up a little bit different, you know, have the horses do a few different skills versus the Western where it's a little bit more geared towards some of the stuff they might do on a ranch. And then they also have the halter where they set up their horse and make sure they look as great as possible. And then on Thursday is kind of a big event that's a little bit more near and dear to my heart, kind of like these gals here. That's when the livestock show is going to happen. So sheep, goats, pigs, cattle, and dairy are going to be on display that day, and so the kids are going to bring them out and they're going to showcase how well those animals are presented and also how well they can show those animals off, so they get to show off their abilities to do things. And in terms of public events, we're also going to have a bouncy house on Wednesday and Thursday, and then also Wednesday we are going to have kids have the opportunity from 1:30 to 3 to do some stick horse races. And then on Thursday, we're going to have Egg Olympics at 2. And then if you've got kids that want to show animals, but they just don't have the opportunity to, at 4 o'clock, we're going to have what's called the kiddie lead. So make sure you get there at 3:30 so you can sign your kid up and they can show either a goat or a sheep.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Tyler. So for information, do people need tickets or can they just show up? And where do they show up? What times? Can you give us a little bit of that?
So it's open to the public, and most of our stuff starts right about 9 o'clock. You know, today, 9 o'clock for the small animal. Tomorrow, the horse show starts at 9, and then the livestock show on Thursday starts at 10:30. So in public viewing, tonight it's going to be from 7 to 8, and then 9 to 5. And then on Thursday, it's going to be from 9 to 2.
Wonderful. And Missouri Valley Complex, is that right?
Yep,
Okay.
3715 East Bismarck Expressway. So if you know where Buckstop Junction is, it's the post form building with the rodeo grounds right next to it. That's
All right.
the easiest way.
We'll be hearing some noises, so I don't think that we'll be able to miss it. But thank you so much for everyone for joining me today. It was so much fun. Thanks for General for making the trip all the way in town to see us. We have a lot of fun things coming up the next 3 days, so definitely head out there and